Welcome, everybody. I've added the smoke. Yeah. You like
Shooter
that?
McGavin.
Yeah, the Shooter McGavin. No, absolutely, the Shooter McGavin. Thank you for getting that reference. Thank you. Welcome to the North London Derby edition of the American Idiot Show, episode 29. And look who popped in just in time. He's not running anymore. He's here. He's here to work for Ange Postecoglou.
What do you mean running? No one's running, man. Nobody's running out here, man. We're doing this. It's North London Derby time. Stelios, big up to you.
Represent.
I don't think. Do you know what? On a level,
Big up for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Where's my big up?
Here's
I'm
Deji.
not sure.
All right, cool. Do you know what? I was being friendly in this stream.
I'm not sure. There ain't no big up to you.
I've been talking to Deji for a while on
You
Instagram.
Arsenal fans shaking your bum violently. I don't know
Here
why.
we go.
Right, you on. Right, you on. Right, cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what delusion is going to come out of your mouth, Deji. You know what? And I got to say, I've actually missed it on this show. You were one of the original guests on the American Idiot Show. So big up yourself every single time. It's good to see. Honestly, it's good to see you, but it will be good to. It will be even better to see you leave later. That's all I'm going to say.
Big up Scott, man.
Big up Scott M every single time. Shocked to see that Connor and Oregon Gunnar are fine having 3 Spurs fan on versus Goose. Hey, are you calling?
Yo, his face.
Scott, that is a violation. Okay, that is a violation. I come over to Spurs channels to entertain people, because otherwise it would be a freaking snooze fest. And here we go. Even Stell's not disagreeing. So why the hate? Why the hate?
Oh, this 1 minute. Disagreeing with what?
Exactly. Oh, okay. Were you not paying attention to what I just said?
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
Big up everybody inside. This is already going off the rails. We got 14 inside. Make sure you're smashing likes. Make sure you are subbing if you are new. We're going to get to the comments here in a second, but I do honestly want to go and see how our panelists are doing. Let's go ahead and start with Stell. Stell, since that North London show yesterday on Tottenham Way, definitely go and watch that show. It looks like you need to dye your beard a little bit. It looks like you got a little bit more gray there.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
How are you doing though, Stell? You all right?
Yeah. I thought Deji fell off the chair. I'm not scared. Is he all right?
Yeah, sorry. It's all popping off, mate. It's all this.
Just drinking
You know what it
already.
is? I'm so excited. I just want to get into the pressure. You know what I mean?
I'm all good. It's good to be on the show with you guys. And when I say this, I genuinely mean this. Okay, this isn't me trying to, chest and Spurs are the, we're gonna do you over. I genuinely mean this. Okay, I'm not worried about Sunday because even if we lose, for me, it's part of our journey, and all I care about is one thing: that Spurs just turn up. They don't just bend over and give you what you want. And we give you a game. If Spurs do that, I'm happy. And I think we can get something if we do that. What I don't want is Spurs. If Spurs go there and just completely give you the game, I'm walking out. I'm walking out the stadium. I'm going to walk out the Emirates. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to stay there and watch it. If we turn up, that's all I care about, guys. And I think we are. I actually think Spurs will turn up for this one. That's why I'm not too bothered by the result.
All right. We're gonna get into you going into the Emirates. Let's take it over to my co-host. Okay, over here pounding his chest already. We're only 5 minutes in. Dal, how you doing, brother? You good?
I'm doing pretty good, TJ. How you doing? No, I'm doing good. I'm very anxious for Sunday. I can't wait to put our buddy Stelios and Deji in the mud, fam. I'm talking top boy settings, fam. I'm talking 4-1, fam. Basuma ain't doing nothing, fam. Come on. No, I'm just playing. Thanks a lot for having me on, guys. It's great Friday. The sun's out. It's beautiful outside. Sunday, I got to get my ass up before 6 a.m. on the West Coast. So this is a 6 a.m. game. I don't know why I do this to myself, TJ. I don't get it. 6 a.m. is a little early for me because I'll be recovering from Saturday evening. But anyway, big up to the panelists. Big up to the chat. I see Carl Rossi, Danny, Yeti, Scott. Great for the donations. Again, thank you, Danny and Carl Rossi. And thanks, TJ. Let's get into it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Connor, before we get to the super chats and then we'll get into it, Connor, how you doing, brother? You good?
I'm great. I'm so good. I'm so good. Do you know what? Yeah, I was going to be so civil and friendly because Stel's a great guy. And so is Deji. But then Deji walked in with the chest and like, oh yeah, we're this, you know. And now it's not going to be friendly. So I'm all good, TJ.
Oh boy.
But I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Listen, at the end of the day, one team is getting massively humbled this weekend. Because I keep it real, as we all know. Both teams are doing very well at the moment in the league, both unbeaten. Tottenham are on a very good run with a good manager, as it looks so far. Good run. And some really good players playing very well at the moment. So, listen, it could go either way, honestly. I know we're at the Emirates, we're at home. It's normally dominated by Arsenal, as we all know. But like I've said, I'm not proven yet by Arsenal this season. So I think maybe if we win this game by a very good margin, as in perform well, then maybe I'll have a bit more hope this season. But Wednesday night really got me a bit more pumped up for this game. I'm all good, TJ. I'm looking forward to the show, man.
I know. I'm really looking forward to it too. Let me go ahead and shout out Danny, the absolute legend. €50 freaking donation. Thank you so much, my friend. Big up. Cheers every single time, Danny. You're an absolute legend. Big up. And then we got Carl Rossi says monetization, baby. Yes, the channel is now monetized, so you can super chat. If you do super chat, we will get to your question right away. Question, statement, whatever it is. Thank you, fellas. Really, really appreciate it every single time. All right. Hey, Deji, has anybody ever told you look like Duchesne?
Nope, I've never had it. But,
no way.
You know, me and Duchesne, you know, we know, those who know that, you know, we grew up in the same part of town. So that's why I can come with that chest, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say to you, I'm with Stelios. For me, it's a win-win for Tottenham. Remember, Postecoglou has only been there 8 weeks, yeah, or 3 months, yeah, or let's say he's been there 3 months. The maths is not adding up, but so whereas Arteta's been there 4 years, yeah. So we're clearly in a rebuild. So if we lose, it's rebuild. If we slap you up, it's Postecoglou, it's orange ball, it's all of that. But let me explain something real quick. I know we're gonna get into it, but I just want to lay this little seed.
Here we go.
When we slapped you up at your ground, it was under Harry Redknapp, and I know we got a couple of wins under Pochettino because we played ball. Where your chest came out was because Tottenham forgot the Tottenham way, and we brought in Mourinho and we brought in Dusty Conte, who decided that at the Emirates against our rivals in a North London derby, we're not going to play football. We're not going to just throw the stuff out the pram.
And Nuno.
And Nuno. We're just going to sit back,
Nuno.
bend over, and allow you to get your wooden spoon out and spank us violently. However, what I can tell you is this. Arns Postecoglou is not adapting his game for you cronies. No, he's not. We are coming to your ground and we are coming to play ball. We are coming to take possession and we are coming to slap you up. So for me, I actually see the game as a 1-1 draw. And if we get a draw, that is a positive result for Spurs, more so than you. And the quick one on Connor, if you're going to start shaking your bum violently because of your Europa League group in the Champions League, you are shameless.
Listen, I'd rather be in the Champions League than not.
No, listen.
Deji, when's your Champions League game? I didn't see when you guys were playing.
You were in a coma and you said Lens, Sevilla, and PSV. What competition is that? You'd say Europa League.
You could say the same thing to Man City. Then you could say the exact same thing to Man City.
Can I just back up Deji here a minute, right?
No,
Not just
why
because
not?
he's a Spurs fan, right?
Why
not
not?
just because he's a Spurs fan, but just a bit of common sense. Last year, when Spurs were in this easy group with Sporting Lisbon, was it? Frankfurt and Marseille. When we got through the group, oh, you beat these minnows. They're not even proper Champions League. The same thing was said to us last year when we were in the Champions League. I remember it.
Shocking. Tell them.
It's true. You know, it's like when Arsenal fans say, "Oh, but who have you actually played this season? Who have you actually played?
Exactly.
Who's Arsenal actually played?"
You know what I'm saying?
I've literally made that argument on your channel. Like literally, these are
You
the
can say the exact same thing for Spurs.
we're playing. Go ahead.
You can say
Yeah,
the exact same thing. But that's why this game is, in my opinion, and listen, at the end of the day, it is the beginning of the season. It is still practically the beginning of the season, but this is two teams who have had a very good start to the season, evenly matched start to the season, I believe, in terms of points. This game, we'll see who is the better on top, in my opinion. But listen, at the end of the day, I don't want, as much as I'm going to be really happy if we win this game, I don't want Arsenal fans to then get ahead of themselves and say, boom, right, we're going to the league now. I don't want that to happen.
No,
You guys already
you
do
know
that.
it's gonna happen.
Well, I'm not, Deji, just saying that. I'm not doing that. But there's a lot of people, you'll see a lot of that on social media. I completely understand that because that is, unfortunately, a lot of the social media fan base love to say that we're going to go for the league and the Champions League and all that. But I'm realistic. I would love to enjoy the win if we get it against Spurs. But I'm not going to say now, bang, we're going to beat City, we're going to beat this, beat that, we beat Man United, blah, blah, blah. No. We take it game by game because we've done that last season. And then we got our asses spanked at the end, and then we got laughed at, and now we're bottle jobs. So I'm not doing that again. Hopefully we win. I really hope we do. That game against PSV, as much as people say it's PSV, they're this, they're that, it was still a fantastic win on a fantastic night. And having that confidence going into Sunday, I think is even better. So, yeah, I'll just say that.
Big up,
The only
Sideline
thing I
Football
would
Show.
say-
You're new.
The only thing I would
Here we
say
go.
is that, and I've said this on this show when I was here last, is that unfortunately there's a big gap between the Premier League and the rest of Europe. And so there are just certain teams and certain results that you just can't shake your bum the way you want to shake your bum. And I think you beating PSV 4-0 is equivalent to Tottenham Hotspur slapping up Ipswich. I'm just saying. So you know there's levels to this game.
Not even
You know there's levels to this
That's
game.
ridiculous.
No,
Go ahead, Jal.
Elios,
Come on now.
even if I'm not making the right
I
comparison,
get what you're saying, but
you know what I'm saying.
One at a time. One at a time. Jal. Jal.
European teams are busting up. What are you saying?
PSV to Ipswich, and come on, Deji.
No,
West Ham would beat PSV. West Ham.
I wouldn't say
I'm not.
Ipswich. I wouldn't say Ipswich, but I would say PSV is the equivalent of a mid-table. They're a mid-table Premier League side, which, with all due respect, Arsenal should be tearing apart at home anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, you took PSV. They have a history in the Champions League. They've won it within the last few years. I know that's been many.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. PSV haven't won the Champions League.
They've lost Xavi Simons to Leipzig, and they still are a decent side. And the only part I agree about with the PSV thing is, you're right, Deji. We've got kind of a pony group. Fair enough, but it's like Connor said, it's the confidence going into Sunday that was given to us by that PSV victory, and the way we played and dominated that game. It doesn't. So that's why we feel confident. It doesn't matter what team we go up against. If we have that lineup that plays that well, I believe we can go up against anybody in Europe.
Oregon Guna, right?
Confident for Sunday.
Man United, who are an absolute shambles of a club, who are getting whooped every week, they gave you more of a game at your ground than PSV, and Man United are 14th in the league, and Man United came close to getting something. So this is where I agree with Deji.
Man United and PSV are completely two different sides.
Yeah, but but the point I'm trying to make is ability level. Man United for me are in the bottom half of the Premier League. Yet they gave you a better game than the team that's top of the Dutch league.
Bravo.
That's the point. This is where I agree with Deji.
Sure.
There is a big gap in Premier League teams compared to some of the not all European teams, but certain countries, they're dead leagues.
Yeah, but see, I feel, Sellers, that you get confidence win after win. They build. It builds and builds and builds. And
Yeah, look, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Against, to be honest, like you guys said before, this is the real first competitive, true competitive game both sides are going with each other, right? You guys have beaten crap. We've beaten crap. This is the real test Sunday. But I, of course, going to go with the red and white and the confidence that we build from coming back against United, annihilating PSV, because we now know what works and what doesn't work, right? Lineup wise, we know that, right? And we know that if you give Odegaard 2 or 3 yards of space, he's going to annihilate any defense. It's been proven in the last 3 weeks. So I'm very confident on Sunday, and I think you guys are going to really, really struggle to break us down.
TJ, please allow me to do a quick rebuttal. So look, Oregon Guna is one of those guys who is just on ESPN constantly. It's always on ESPN, and he watches the highlights and he listens to the commentators. Shaka Hislop is one of his favorite players, and he's just giving us Shaka Hislop vibes right now.
It's the worst.
Let me tell you about this thing about this winning mentality. Because you cronies were the same people telling me you just need to win a trophy, and then when you win a trophy, no matter how small, then you kick on. Manchester United won the Carabao Cup. Enough said. Enough said. Where's the kick on, baby?
What's it have to do with
Deji, we're just saying we're confident because I'd rather if I was an Arsenal, if we didn't play that midweek game, we played everything the way we did, we won 1-0. If we walked into this Sunday after the Everton game, not the PSV game, I'd be like, we're still not proven enough. Nothing's been proven to me why we can go against Spurs, who have played well so far, and think we can now go against them. The way we played against, and you can say, yes, this, that, the other, they're a crap team, mid-table. It was the performance that you put in. We have not seen a performance like that all season. And that's why I'm saying this team is still able to do what they were doing last season, and they can still do it now. And that is why, and that's what I think Dow was trying to say as well. We're not saying, we're now top of the block, all this, and we're the best. But going into Spurs, which is a big game on the weekend, especially the way, like I said, Spurs have been playing, after a performance like that, it makes us more confident. And I think the players be way more up for it.
Yeah,
I will tell you what, right?
People are calling it a paper win. No, hold on. First up, big up Mari every single time. My co-host on North London is ours. Big up Mari every single. I gotta say this though. I think it's rich that people are saying that we're overgassing a win against PSV at home. The same guys who were like basically lifting the Premier League trophy after you guys beat Burnley 5-2 away. Like, give me a break. Deji, you were doing the freaking Macarena on
lifting the Premier League trophy.
Macarena, Deji.
He's not even
Deji, seriously. Oh, look at
you beat a relegation team.
You want to talk about twerking?
You beat a relegation team Everton 1-0, and Arsenal are back.
I didn't say that.
Look at.
Arsenal fans are going crazy. The voodoo's over. Everton's away. The tough game.
You guys should be confident. But what you guys forgetting, you guys should be confident, but you guys got that pressure. I said that last night. You guys got that pressure because we're playing with house money, right? We're ahead of schedule, right? This is a free pass of a year, right? So for us, we're going in. We just want to put in a performance, right? Coming from where we came from. But you guys got the pressure because of two things. Yes, it's the North London derby.
Pressure comes when you're a winner. Winning brings pressure.
But you guys got to stay close to City. Yes. City is looking like a beast. You guys can't drop any points. You guys have to win this game. Whereas we would like to win the game, so our confidence will continue to grow.
Mari, keep talking, bro, because that's the mentality we want. Keep going. That's the mentality we want.
It's house money.
You need to win this game. You need a trophy.
Oh, no. We're ahead of schedule.
We're ahead of schedule. And follow this and follow that. Let's see.
We're ahead of schedule. You guys got to catch up to City. Because if you guys slip, you got to
win a trophy. You got to win something too, bro.
When you guys drop points, it's full. You already saw the faces on AMTV. The fans were like, "Oh damn, the season's already over." You already saw the faces. You already saw their faces because they know that City this year, they're missing KDB. Well, Julian Alvarez, they're playing the 2-4. They're looking like a beast, and you guys can't slip up anymore.
Mari, I thought you were a Spurs supporter, not a Man City supporter.
Handball now.
Why are you talking about
I'm
Man
just saying
City?
that the pressure. We're playing with house money. I'm telling you,
Man,
13 points
a
at
lot of
15.
pressure on you guys.
Nobody expected us. No one expected us to have 13 out of 15 points. And right now, the way we're playing, the confidence that we're coming in, we're playing with house money. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody knows Arsenal's supposed to win it this year. They're supposed to knock off City this year. So you better not drop points on Sunday. You better not drop points. Because if you guys can see the day before, see Smash Forest, it'll be like, oh man, we have to win. It's the pressure.
I just think you guys are under pressure too, Mari, because you guys drop points. There goes the hoo-ha. Oh, we beat United and Burnley. Come
No,
on,
I don't
man.
think so.
No,
I don't
we
think so.
I get what you're saying.
good.
There's a little more pressure
We
for
good.
us. But you guys
And Sheffield. Don't forget about
No,
Sheffield
no,
United.
Hold on. I don't want to hear the back end argument of,
No.
You
Like
guys
I said,
got-
everybody had us eighth.
You guys
Everybody
got-
had us eighth in that true pundits, smart Spurs fans. I know there's those who are unrealistic. I don't know about Deja, but me and Stelos did not have us finish in top 4, let alone top 5, or let alone top 6.
No,
That's
we
what
had
we're playing with
7, 8.
house money.
You now?
If we lose 3-2 on Sunday, that's progress for us because this year is a free pass.
Yeah.
What if
We
we do
didn't
guys
spend
4-0?
that
Then
money
what?
say, oh, we're going to win the league. The pressure
If we
is
do
on
guys
us.
4-0 at our place on Sunday, all of your confidence will be gone.
No,
Like
no,
every season,
No,
you guys start off pretty good,
No,
and then shit goes downhill. And
We've been better away from home this season. Actually, we've been better away from home.
loss.
We've been good on the road.
Not any confidence loss.
But against,
This
you know,
is-
guys, like I said, have we really? These are
Sorry.
really good-
The road, Burnley. Sorry, Burnley away.
But I have to
Fulham
be
away.
honest.
Burnley
You
away.
always
You can't-
Brentford away was good. Brentford away was good. I'll give you Brentford away.
Our manager managed a team that went into one of the most ferocious derbies in world football, Celtic Rangers. He had to take Celtic to Ibrox, which is worse than taking Spurs to the Emirates. No disrespect to North London derby, but Celtic Rangers is a different level.
Yeah.
So we've got a calm manager. And I tell you something, Connor, mark my words on this. If anyhow Spurs are in the game with 10 minutes to go plus extra time and Spurs are in the game, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be very worried. And I'll tell you why. Because you will tire because of that midweek game. And Spurs this season, I don't know what he's done. Our fitness levels is pretty impressive. We look like a very fit side. If we get into the last 10 minutes and we're in it,
Right.
I would be worried.
To the left
I would
side.
be worried if I was an Arsenal fan.
I try to always stay real, right? As we know, Teach, we've got to show let's be real, right? And listen. I
We're all
don't.
frauds.
I try not to be. I don't watch Tottenham. I don't watch them I see the highlights, but what I've seen statistic-wise, got to keep it real. You guys away have been smashing it. Even at home, you keep in possession. You've got a lot of shots on goal. That's one thing I'll say. You've progressed massively. The only one game that was a bit iffy was the Man United game, but we all knew that Man United just fumbled. It was pretty even. It's going back and forth. So that's why I'm not having the fat chest for this game, because there is a team here to play against. There have been seasons prior where Spurs have just been so trash that they've walked into this game and thought, yeah, easy slapping. Now, I hope it goes to the normal way of where it's
Your next
Emirates. It's. I hope it's the normal way of where it's the Emirates. It comes to the Emirates. It's never a good day for Tottenham when it comes to the Emirates. I really hope that, but I'm not counting my chickens, as I'd say. I'm not counting my chickens because there is something to this Tottenham side. There's something, but if Arsenal really want to, because Arsenal can do it. Arsenal can beat Tottenham. I'm not denying that. Arsenal can beat
Of
Tottenham.
course, you're the home team. You're supposed to.
Exactly, but I'm
You're
not.
supposed to.
What I'm trying to
100%.
say is I'm showing respect to as much as I try not to, because I don't like Tottenham, but I'm trying to show my respect as well. I'm not just BS about it, because you're playing good football, the stats show it, and you possibly have a chance of getting something out of this game. It's facts. So yeah,
I think we all respect
TJ,
Spurs
you can
and
learn
what you
from
guys
this.
have done thus far.
You can learn from this young man, TJ. You can learn a lot from him.
It'll be 4-0 to Arsenal.
Every day. I do every day.
Can
But
I just add to
being
that?
said,
Can I just add?
Oh,
Can I
here we
just
go.
add? Just add to Connor's point. Now, I remember the last show I was telling you about the importance of managers and the influence they have on players.
Yeah, last time we were on a show together, you said you guys were
remember,
going to get
people
relegated.
were saying to me, Basuma can't play. What's Basuma? He's not a good midfielder, blah, 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 blah. They were even telling me that Romero is not up to scratch. Under Postecoglou, you are now seeing the levels that these guys can produce. Romero, I have him down as one of the best centre-backs in world football. He was the best centre-back in Italian football before he came to Spurs. He's not been booked so far this season, and he's showing us what he's about, why we bought him. Basuma is looking like the Basuma that was at Brighton, that came to the Emirates and ran the show by himself, that led to the 1-0 win for Brighton. That is the way that this Postecoglou has got Spurs cooking. So when you see my chest, I'm seeing the kind of predicted the starting 11, and I'm seeing only 2 Spurs players in the 11, Maddison and Son. And I'm laughing because I'm saying anyone that is predicting the 11, we've only asked those 2 players, that means you're not seeing what Tottenham's doing. And if you're not seeing what Tottenham's doing, then you're in trouble. Because right now, apart from Tottenham's front 3, we are cooking very different. And I agree with Connor. I'm not saying Tottenham are going to go out and win, but what I will say, and I'm pretty sure of it, is that we're going to give Arsenal a good game on Sunday. And if we give you a good game, that's all I ask for.
I will say this, Darren Bent, I don't know if he's just bitter because
he's a waste man.
He did do crap with Spurs, but that is absolute disgusting. He came out with a combined 11 and not one Spurs player on there, which tells you that he has not watched us at all. He has not watched us.
Yeah, that's just clickbait. He's just trying to clickbait.
Yeah.
Let me respond to Deji real quick. I mean, you're
Darren
right,
Ben,
Deji. Well,
Darren Bate.
Yeah.
so you're right. You have certain
I will
players
say
that-
this, or again, and the reason why I say this is just that there is a big difference from the team. Even when you guys came into Tottenham Stadium and you pumped us, it's a big difference. And like I said, I'm predicting a draw as a positive because even that's gonna take a lot. But the improvement of this team is a good, like you guys said, trust the process. We're at the beginning of the process.
Right.
And we're a little bit ahead. Because like I said, I did not, you told me we're gonna get 13 out of 15 points. I would have said, all right, what you smoking? Can you pass it along? Let me get me some. But the progress, we see what type of football Ange wants to play, which is totally different from Nuno, Jose, and Conte. And for me, with Ange coming in, I want this to be a beginning of possibly winning trophies. The only 2 hesitants I have is because I don't know if you're too familiar. We have Daniel Levy, who never does enough to cross the line. That's number 1. And number 2, our fan base means still, maybe Deja argues, is that we are satisfied playing beautiful football. I don't care if we play beautiful or ugly football. I just want to win trophies.
How long does that last though? How long does that last though, Mari? Like I've heard the same thing. You guys are giving how long are you guys going to give them the same free pass until you guys are Levy out again? And you guys are calling for Ange.
I'm still Levy out.
I'm not talking about you, Mel. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the rest of your fan base.
I'm always Levy out. Every single day is Levy out there. Every day is Levy out there.
Chants are gone.
Every day is Levy out there.
Gone.
I'm Levy out.
Not Daigle, not Mari, but everybody else in the fan base are probably kissing.
You need to ask those frauds. Go ask them.
Yeah.
Go ask
Yeah,
them.
I will. And the same, you can ask the same frauds on the Arsenal side. When you guys are saying, well, Arsenal is saying this. Well, Arsenal are saying that. No, we're not saying. Us 3 aren't.
Yeah,
but
listen,
you can go over to AFTV or Egal and you can talk to them about toxic positivity.
We have 6 panelists on this show right now. 3 from Arsenal, 3 from Tottenham. I can guarantee say none of us talk the crap like some of our fan base do on social media.
Sure.
That is why we are here right now, because the people on these social media, they can't come on here and speak their opinion because they have to speak the narrative. What's the best thing to say about the club at the moment? Don't even get me involved in the Kai Havertz stuff at the moment, which is going on. TJ, I've seen more stuff today that I don't even want to talk about.
If Kai Havertz starts on Sunday, you're in trouble.
Yep.
I agree.
No, we're playing with 10 men automatically. We
If
agree.
I'm being honest, I'd be more happier playing Jorginho and Declan Rice than having.
You won't start. You won't start with Kai Havertz, guys. You won't do it.
I wouldn't.
You won't do it.
Still, honestly, mate, I wouldn't be surprised if we do.
Yep.
Seriously.
No, there's no way. Arteta knows. Listen, Arteta knows he's shit. Arteta knows that there's an issue. I think he does. I think he knows. He's just trying to make it work. He's being
So
stubborn.
I will send you 50 quid if you don't start. Fact, I will send you 50 quid if you don't start. Deal.
It's easy.
Yeah,
I will send you 50 quid if he doesn't start.
Arteta's a madman. Trust me.
He will start Kai Havertz.
1 minute. I need to. Where's this? This is 31 minutes into the show.
No, seriously, I'm being serious. He
But I
will
was
start on Sunday.
TJ, like Deji was saying, when he was speaking the facts, and so was Mari, in the end of the day, each team has their power players, right? Their top performers. It's just going to be a battle to see James Maddison, Buscema, and Son and Kulusevski go against Odegaard, Rice, Jesus, Martinelli. I think the defenses both have mistakes in them still. Gabriel has got the bozo gene, and I'm not really sold on the Van der Veen guy just yet, but I agree that Romario's going to be better. But I just think that with some of our pressing, Deji, I don't know if you guys have really been pressed yet, full up the pitch as much as you're going to go against Sunday. And I'm wondering what you think about, if one of those players don't perform, let's say Maddison has a bad game or Buscema isn't able to do what we know he can do. Do you think that's that one power player who doesn't perform, could that make or break the game for you, Deji?
Oregon, I'm going to be real honest. And like I said, very objectional because, like I said, I don't like drinking the Kool-Aid. Right? So far, so good. Right? Vicario has done good. And I'm not going to lie. Like I said last night, we were interested in Raya for the very reason because he's good with his feet at the football. Right? Distribution. That's number one. This is going to be the first game. The first game Vicario's can be tested. That's for shot stopping. He was great. My mates in Italy, great shot stopper. And he's been great. The weak link that we heard from Italy, and we haven't seen yet, is how good is he distribution when pressure comes, right? Where a team really press, how good he is at his feet. We will find out Sunday. I can't 100% tell you he's going to be great because that was his weakness. But we will find out Sunday how good he is with his feet. Because that was the reason why, for me personally, I wanted Raya, good business getting them because you can already tell 2 games. Yeah, he is different from Ramsdale, especially at his feet.
That's it.
Totally different.
But can I just answer Oregon Guinness' point? Yeah, real quick, because the thing is, the way that Tottenham play, it's designed for the press. So we always, Postecoglou talks about players being able to kind of control the ball when the pressure comes on. And if you see the Burnley game early on, there was a lot of pressure, and there was even pressure in the first half against Manchester United. That's why we have Basuma. His job is to receive the ball. Now, do I think Basuma is going to have problems with Declan Rice? No, I don't think so. Is he going to have problems getting past Odegaard? No, he's not going to have problems getting past Odegaard. And who's your other midfielder that's going to be playing in midfield?
Kai Havertz.
Right. Exactly.
What about Vieira?
Now, listen, it will either be Kai Havertz.
In terms of the press, that's what we want. We want you to press us. Come and get the ball, Arsenal, and then we'll fly at you with the wingers.
Right.
For me, I think this game is probably more set up for Spurs than people appreciate. And actually, you might find that, even when we were there last season and Conte sat back, there was a period in that first half where we were through and goal a couple of times. We just didn't finish our chances. It's going to be more of the same. And whether Saka, the question is, can Saka, is he going to get any joy against Udogie? That's the question. Van der Ven is doing a sterling job. I don't give a damn if you bring Jesus. I don't give a damn if you bring Mary. I don't care if it's Nkitty Catty, because your number 9 ain't doing nothing. That's just the truth. And then in terms of your back line has not really been tested. But one thing's for sure, Son is going to test Raya or Ramsbottom. It doesn't really matter. So the more I listen to you guys, I'm not going to lie, Stelios, I'm not going to lie, Mari. When you really deep and reanalyze the games that we've been playing, think Burnley. Burnley came at Spurs and they got chopped up.
They got 2
What
goals.
also happened to Arsenal?
let me throw you guys the
Championship level Burnley scored 2 goals.
Because I'm quite interested because we're talking about the positives, right? And like, you know, if Tottenham do this, then they'll capitalize on the game and all this. Now, this could be for Mari, Deji, or Stel. Any one of you can answer this. What's one thing that if Spurs do? What's the one thing that Spurs, if they do on the weekend again on Sunday, and that's wrong? What's one thing that they can do that will be so wrong that you know that they'll fumble and they'll lose? What's one thing that you can? Yeah. What's one thing that you don't want to see?
I'll tell you.
If you see this on Sunday, you think, right, that's the game done. They're going to dominate us.
Connor, I'll tell you, right? North London derbies are always won by the team that wants it the most on the day. And the thing with Spurs, we always choke. Whether it's some dumbass tackle in a pointless area and we get a red card, Lloris shits himself and drops the ball to your striker, Dyer heads it back to your striker, or we just completely freeze. If I see Spurs not going into tackle, that was a big hit, not going into tackles, not pressing you high, not barging you off the ball when we're going for 50-50s. If I don't see Spurs bring a fight to the game, you've won it. 100% you're going to win it. Okay. But I've seen Spurs fight every game this season so far. Even against Fulham, where we made 9 changes and we went out on penalties, we still took it to penalties with that shit show of a team that got put on the pitch. They still showed fight. If I don't see Spurs fight, it's your game all day long.
But the fight is back with us, Stelios. We're the ones
and you'll batter us. And you'll batter us.
We're the ones that Stelios coming back. We're the ones that were basically 2-1 down against United and 3-1. I'm more than confident of being stressed. And like Desi said about position of Basuma, the further back Basuma is receiving the ball, that's better for us because Odegaard is going to be right behind him, ready to put it in the back of the net. So the further back you bring back Basuma,
you haven't played the midfielder this season like Basuma, though. You haven't played one midfielder this season like that. You haven't. Basuma this season.
You guys haven't played a midfield like Rice, Party, and Party's out, but Rice and Odegaard.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Rice and Odegaard are quality, and Vieira can come in and do a job too. You have not seen it. So
no, where you're saying we haven't played against an Odegaard and a Rice. Yeah, but you haven't played against Maddison and Basuma. So
it's the same. It's almost countering. It's the 2 cheeks of the same ass. Literally, it is Clash of the Titans side.
That's why I'm predicting a draw. That's why I'm predicting a draw.
No, it's going to be a 3-2 win to Arsenal because you guys aren't going to be able to beat
maybe you do. Maybe.
Big up, Danny. Hold on, let me count out the super chat, and then I'll let Eddie keep being delusional. Hold on. We're talking over each other a little bit here, guys. Yeah. Vieira, really? Yeah, Vieira, really. Grumpy Grandpa. Vieira, really. He has done a great job this season so far. But big up Danny every single time. Huge super chat again. Dow knows his footy. It's a results business. 3P is all that matters, not performances. I agree. I'm trying to get this up on my studio.
I will say this.
For 25 years, I'm talking about.
You already have pundits saying, and it's only early season, right? We've already played August and we're about to end September. For early season, player of the year, in regards to a huge difference, right? A huge difference. Madison and Basuma, especially Basuma is already getting early votes for, hey, he's a candidate. Not saying he's going to win it, but he's a candidate for player of the year because of the change, the huge change him and Madison have done to the team. And the respect people say, wow, that's the Basuma that people are expected to see. And this season, he has been, even some Arsenal fans who are objective have said, yo, man, Basuma has been.
I conceded that Basuma has been. I said this on Tottenham Way. I'll say it on here. Statistically, Basuma has been better than Rice. Statistically, he has been. But again, we're still 5 games into the season. I don't think that is going to be the end.
With your eyes, he's better than Rice. Don't even put them under the same breath, please. Don't
I don't know about that.
Rice,
I'm not an eye test
Rice
patient.
is stiff like Tilda long grain Rice.
Have you watched? Deji, let me ask you a question. Have you watched?
You are literally.
You know, on a level, we're not bantering, but let's just.
Nonsense now.
I will show you the respect.
all
Like,
that
if you tell me about Odegaard, I sit here, I nod, but I'll tell you that so far this season, Madders has been better than Odegaard. That's just a fact.
Deji,
That's
have
not
you watched
bantering.
90 minutes of
That's
each
not
Arsenal
bantering.
game?
But don't be putting Basuma and Declan Rice in the same bracket. No,
Deji.
they're not.
Deji, have
One
you?
is a baller and one is a stiff
Deji.
midfielder. And
Deji,
that's-
Deji, have you sat down and watched 90 minutes of each Arsenal game?
I've been watching your games, bro. I've been watching your games.
Have you sat down and watched 90 minutes of each game for Arsenal this season?
Bruv, I've been watching your games apart from the PSV game. Let me tell you what Declan Rice is. He's a good hoover. That's about it. He's always sweeping things up. But in terms of taking the ball forward, affecting the attacking play, he's not involved, bro.
Oh,
Have you
winner
seen-
against
have you
Man
seen-
United.
have
What
you
are
seen
you
what
talking
Basum's
about?
been doing?
Deji,
Have you seen what Basum's been doing?
Deji, Thomas Partey's out injured. He's currently playing.
Tell me about Pop.
He's currently playing in Thomas Partey's position, Deji.
What's that going to do with me?
Because you're asking a question here, because you're going on about saying how he's not getting forward, he's not progressing the play, he's not
But
creating.
Basuma's playing in the same position, my guy.
Yeah, but we're not comparing. I'm not comparing Basuma and Rice. I'm trying to back up Rice here, and what you're saying is you're probably not thinking of much as Declan Rice right now, is because we've currently got out an injured Partey because we didn't, as everyone loves to say, we did. In my opinion, our window wasn't as best as everyone said it was. We didn't get enough depth. So now Rice having to go play back where he was playing for West Ham in a season which he's playing very well, by the way. But when he was playing in the position where he was getting forward, i.e., when it was pre-season, he was doing a very good job. And he's
I'm
got
not saying he
goals as
wasn't.
well this
I'm
season.
just saying he's not better than Basuma right now.
I
think that's
literally
fair enough.
just said that. But
Yeah,
to say
but
that
I'm
they aren't
just-
in the same league, Deji, hold on. Literally, to say that they're not in the same league, like you just said, that is absolutely ridiculous. That is disingenuous. And you know
Declan
it.
Rice is down there with Casemiro.
And
Down
Basuma-
there with Casemiro, one of the best players in the world.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Is Casemiro one of the best players in the world? Be real.
Casemiro's won the Champions League 5 times, so I think.
Bro, don't be telling me.
It's
I'll take that. I'll take Rice.
That is absolutely insane.
Murray, Stelios, I'm not even trying to banter. Look, if I've said something out of turn, tell me. Is Casemiro of Manchester United the same Casemiro of Real Madrid?
No, I can.
No.
Even
No. But why are you
Nobody
acting dumb?
Yeah, but you're.
He had a great game though the other day.
Was Basuma as good as Casemiro last
Yeah,
season?
he bagged 2 goals
Basuma
against
as good as
Bayern
Casemiro
Munich, but
last
he's not okay. Yeah,
I
but
just
yeah,
never
he's
took
garbage.
Step against
That's
injuries.
true.
I don't want anybody to
I'll say this right now. Basuma is
Go ahead,
playing
Mari. Go
better.
ahead, Mari.
Basuma's playing better than Casemiro. Now, if you told me you had a big game tomorrow, because what Casemiro just did to Bayern, if you ask me who I trust more, I probably trust a little bit more Casemiro because of his CV and resume. I would trust Casemiro. But this year, like I said, Basuma is going back to what everybody loved about him. But all the clubs were interested with him. The only reason they wanted to touch the whole court case thing, that was a little tricky, which tells you about Daniel Levy, because Daniel Levy said, okay, perfect opportunity to grab him, because everybody was like, is he guilty? Not guilty. But now his case was more ridiculous in comparison to the other 2 guys. The one Mendy and the other one.
Who cares about the cases, Murray?
Who cares about the cases? But well, of course, Madrid has won more trophies than any club. All the clubs combined together in England. Real Madrid, but yeah, man. But Basuma has been like Player of the Year candidate so far. Universally, everybody is saying that, and we're seeing it. And for me, I got some stick. I know Stel explains because Conte wanted some different things from him compared to Ange. For me, I think Ange has given him the freedom to be himself, and that's why you're seeing a different Basuma. That is,
Murray, I explained this. there's certain right. You've got three types of players. You've got players that are versatile that can just play under any manager, any system, and they perform. Harry Kane's one of them. He's under every manager, even Gareth Southgate. This guy, he gets goals. Okay. Then you've got players that need to play a certain way for you to get the best out of them. We're playing the kind of possession football that Basuma we scouted from when he was playing at Brighton. Under Potter, that's how he was playing. So it makes sense. And then you've got players that just do a job. Just give them a job and they just do it. They're not great, but there's that steady eddies, okay? Basuma is clearly a player that needs to play a certain way. He's not a versatile player, but play in a team that plays the Basuma way, he'll lead the team. And that's what we're doing right now. Ange is playing the kind of football that suits Basuma. That's why frauds like Ben Davies, who our fans give him a 7 out of 10 because he's a safe pair of hands. Ange don't want a safe pair of hands. He wants people that can play Ange ball or call it what you want, Pep ball, Wenger ball. I don't care what you call it. To me, it's possession-based football with attacking elements. That's all we're doing. Nothing complicated here.
Well, the thing is,
Well,
too,
let me
I think
shout out this
injury prone as well. Sorry to burst your bubble, Deji. What if Buscema gets injured? And that's what I was asking you earlier. What one player do you guys think that if they get injured or aren't performing, what happens with this spot? If Madison or Buscema, I mean, that's a big.
We're fucked.
We're
fucked. That's why at the start of the show. That's why at the start of the show we said it's a free hit this year because we know the squad ain't good enough. Yeah. We know it's not.
Yeah. More Madison and Romero, I worry because if Basuma gets hurt, hopefully we get Bentancur before he got injured. Because Bentancur is coming back.
Yeah, let me say, when he comes back, that will be a dangerous midfield. I will say.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't get enough respect from rival fans, and I will say that Bentancur is
very good midfielder. When he went down,
you couldn't say something right tonight. I never gave up on you, Connor.
I feel like we've been giving Spurs a little bit too many flowers, honestly.
But you ask anybody that knows Spurs, when Bentancur went down, our season was left. It was done.
Yeah, the season collapsed. Yeah.
When Bentancur went down before the World Cup, we were like, oh, man, our season is done.
This is where Arsenal are better than Spurs. What you can bring off the bench compared to us is that's where my worry is for this game on Sunday. If we need to make changes, and so do you, now we've lost Perisic, our best crosser of the ball out wide. My worry is if we need to make changes, and so do you, I think that's where you could win the game because our bench is, for me, it's dog shit. I don't rate our bench.
Our bench is dog shit, but I do feel, Stelios, that it is, but it's maybe not as bad as we think.
There's not one defender, wing back, or goalie that comes on.
I hear that.
There isn't a massive
There's
drop.
a couple of things that we've kind of missed out on today's show, which I'm kind of slightly disappointed, but maybe it's for me to raise. Pape Sarr has been cooking different this season.
He's been good. He's been good.
Let's put some respect on that youth's name. The way he's been running things in that midfield, closing up shop, winning tackles is exemplary. Declan Rice-esque, I have to say. Not quite Declan Rice, but he's kind of doing a similar role. Then remember, we've got Brennan Johnson, who was getting a goal when he was at Nottingham Forest. The one guy that Arsenal do not want to see is Brennan Johnson. Just for his pace, he's going to push your back line back.
I couldn't disagree more. I'm more afraid of Hume's son, Brendan Johnson.
So we have that, and we have the opportunity to, I'm hoping that Richarlison can come off the bench. I don't expect him to start. And maybe that little cameo he did last week might give him confidence. Now, good Richarlison can also be a game changer. So I hear what you're saying. It is a dusty bet, bruv. You're laughing, but I lie he changed the game against Sheffield United. True or false?
But
true or false?
Right place, right time.
Come on.
Very good,
game. Are we not forgetting what else he's done in a Tottenham shirt?
No, I'm not going to lie.
No, it's easy to forget.
Can I just say this? I want to say it publicly. I think Tottenham don't have a front three. I think Kulusevski's been poor. Richarlison's been poor.
Yeah,
Salah's been poor.
Yeah,
we've been doing what we've been doing with 8 men. What I am saying though is if one of these three start to cook, then it's actually a lot better than we think. Because part of the reason why we feel a little bit dejected is because our front three have done absolutely F all this season, in my opinion. Yes, Kulusevski's got 2 goals, Son's got a hat-trick. When you watch their overall game, what impact are they having? Not much.
So where do you reckon
they start to have a little bit of influence and impact, then maybe we have something. But until I see a lot more from them in the games, but Brennan Johnson, the little cameo that he did last week, just with the pace alone, yeah, that could.
It was offside, right? He got gold, didn't he? Wasn't it offside?
He got a goal, yeah. It was.
It was offside,
and it was a Basuma ping, Alonso-esque cross from deep midfield.
So is this why you guys are edging more towards a draw, in your opinion, because you don't think you can get the goals? Is that what the problem is?
No, I just don't. No, this is where I give you respect. I don't see how we go to the second best team in England, who are cooking, and who are 4 years into their project, and we just go and win. I'd like to believe we can do that, but whenever we go to City away, we get pumped. Once in a while, we grab a little victory. We get pumped because they're the best team in the land. Yeah. When we come to your ground, we normally get pumped. But I think the way we're playing, the togetherness in the team, and the way Ange is just the mentality and the way he conducts himself with the players, I feel we can get a draw. I'm not saying we will, but I think we can get a draw. But the reason I don't think we'll beat you, Connor, and I don't think we're going to go and beat Arsenal, is because you are a fucking good team. I give you maximum respect. Arsenal are a serious football team, man.
Sorry, I don't look that. Edgy, can you say those words? What Stel just said? That can you repeat?
Listen. I personally, I don't respect your club. I respect the fact you're good as a team.
And that's why I say I can come here and say Spurs have players that can go into this game and maybe progress them to getting a point, or if they want to get through. But then I do look at your attacking options. But then again, there's so many faults that can happen to our team on the day. We play a very high line, which could cost us massively. Like you say with Brennan Johnson, if he comes on, that could cost us massively. If we're defending a lot, because by your stats, with your away days, you've had a lot of shots on goal. So we could be doing a lot of defending for all we know. And as we know, that left side with Zinchenko, we like to go inverted, we go to a 3 at the back. And that could cost us. So then Ange may push that team way more forward and get way more attackers going. So listen, I hope that Arteta comes plan correct. I want Havertz to be on the bench because we need 11 men on that pitch that day, not 10, in my opinion. So we'll see. But you do remind me of them. Yeah, your attack, isn't fantastic. Do you reckon is Solomon still going to start for you? Will he still be on the left for you guys?
He might.
Son has to go down the middle. He has to be.
You can't have a child from there, can you?
Could you,
if we get space in behind you, I want Sonny on the ball. I want. That's the player I want on the ball. If we get in behind you.
Okay.
Well, see, Jamo just answered my question. I was gonna put Jamo 455's comment, the 455 comment, but Jamo, you're right. That mentality comes from Daniel Levy, right? Because he believes in one trophy, right? The money trophy. Right? In the 23 years, he cares about making money, and that's the frustrating thing is, right? Not with the fans or with the players. It's what Daniel Levy does. He wants to win the money trophy, and right now, behind 2 NFL teams, we're number 3 in making the most money, right? Money. And so, unfortunately, we will fire Jose Mourinho a week before the Carabao Cup final.
He needs to be fired.
Because it's Daniel Levy. It is Daniel Levy. If you had one manager that you want in a one-off game to win a trophy game, it would be Jose. And to fire him 6 days before the final, that is the story. So, yes, Jamo. Yes. We're allergic to trophies because...
I disagree with all of that, Murray. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed the Pochettino era. Because genuinely, for the first time...
Sorry, Deji, sorry, I've got to go, guys. I've just seen the time. Big up.
Big up.
I'll be there a couple minutes. I'm not saying that.
Listen, brother Mari, brother DJ, big up. All you frauds at the top. I hope you lose. All right, bye.
I'll be right there. But my only thing is, because I got to go do his show, the only thing I'll say, I enjoyed the Poch years, but it's a tragedy we didn't were set up more to win trophies because Daniel Levy, especially those transfer windows where he could have added more depth,
Yeah,
added more to get us
Over
across
the
the line, and
Yeah.
didn't do it. And that's why, for me, I look at that era as like what could have been, what should have been.
You're right. You're right. I guess for me, I'm just not going to ever shake my bum for a Carabao Cup. Never. I don't. For me, I think part of the reason why we found ourselves in this mess, and it may end up being a blessing in disguise with this new Postecoglou guy and the way we're playing football, is because we put such an emphasis on winning any trophy that we lost our identity. I would rather be feared by Arsenal fans and the rest of the league like we were and playing in Champions League football than to finish 8th or 9th in the Prem with a bloody Carabao Cup that nobody cares about. And I use the example. There was a team a couple of seasons ago who was in 4 finals. They managed to win 2 trophies. They came out and they didn't win 2. Guess what? They don't even talk about it because those 2 trophies they won didn't matter. And that is the truth. In this day and age, it's about the league. It's about the Champions League. Liverpool fans don't talk about the Carabao Cup, bro. They don't even talk about the FA Cup. For them, that season was a failure. Imagine that. 4 finals, 2 trophies, and they see it as a failure. That's the level. That's the mentality that I want Spurs fans to have. Let's go for the big.
I agree with you. I'm with you.
Let's go for the top.
I think it's a bit difficult to have that opinion.
You're talking to a guy who don't care about about pretty football. I just want to win. We failed Conte and Jose. When I'm around my Real Madrid fans, Barcelona fans, whatsoever, they look at us, right? It's like, how do you not win a trophy with Jose and Conte? They're like legends. And we didn't back these dudes, right? If fans complain about the football, yeah, the football was dropped, but we didn't have the players to fit the coach's system, you know? And that's what that got me mad, because I still get in arguments with those who they want to play champagne football. Don't get me wrong, I like champagne football, but I don't care if it's watching paint dry football. I want to win trophies, all of them. The league starts first, Champions League, FA, and then the Carabao fourth. But man, I've only seen Spurs win 1, and that was 2008. That was the Carling Cup. I'm so starved. I'm like, don't give me the Audi Cup. I'll take it. I'll take the Cup. Man, I can't. I'm so bad. Like, yo, I've only seen 1. I've only seen 1. You know, I'm like, I want a trophy, man. I'm just, yo, that's how I feel. And, you know, and that's why sometimes I get frustrated by the Spurs fans. It's like, oh man, there are those who said, "Oh, I care about just pretty football." And I'm like, I don't know about you, yo, I cannot be satisfied with pretty football and not win nothing. I want to win in my life, my work life, my dating life. You know, I've won. The only thing I don't have won is my football team. I want to see shiny bling. I want bling. I want trophies. I don't care about beautiful football. Yes, I prefer it, but it's not ultimate for me. It doesn't get me to jizz my pants. I want trophies.
I will just say this though, Mary. I hear what you're saying, but just a quick couple of points.
Go.
I'll give my prediction because I have to leave. But the beautiful football under Pochettino got us closer to a trophy than anything else. Because for me, I never thought in my lifetime that I would see Tottenham in a Champions League final. It was a shock to you, as it was a shock to the whole bloody world.
Shock to me,
the fact is, we got to a Champions League final under Pochettino. So, and that for me, whether you win or lose, that's to be respected. If Arsenal get to the Champions League final this season and they win or lose, you have to respect it. That is by no means no mean feat. That's respect right there. But if you get to a Carabao Cup final, I don't give a damn. No one gives a shit about it. I'm just keeping it real. The other thing is, I can't lie, I'm quietly excited about this North London derby. I think deep down, when I look at Connor's face, I look at Oregon Goon, I look at TJ Warren, they know that Tottenham have enough in their locker to hurt you. Perisic being injured is not our first 11. And one thing I can tell you right now, from what I've seen, our first 11 can compete. And if you can compete, you have a chance. And that's what I think we have this weekend.
Deji, shout yourself out, brother. I know you got to go over to Tony's channel. Big
I'm
yourself
so
up. Thanks for
sorry.
having me.
I
Don't worry about
bloody booked myself on Tony Cloud, but don't worry. This brother is about to get chopped up. First and foremost, Oregon Gooner, respect to you, my brother. Respect TJ. Connor, respect to you as well, because you know what? On this show, I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. Some fair comments. Big up to you, Mari, my brother, fellow Spurs fan from across the world.
Man. Big up.
Deji Spurs, follow us. I ain't even able to do a stream because I'm on everybody's stream this weekend, but I will be chopping it up. The only one thing I will leave, though, if Arsenal lose this weekend, it will be long for you Arsenal fans. TJ, you need to go hide in Oregon, go hiding. Connor, go hiding. Because if you lose to Spurs this weekend, the amount of smoke that is going to be coming from my corner is going to be relentless.
Now, Deji, what about if you lose? What about if you lose? Because although
if we lose, it's a rebuild, baby. If we lose, it's a rebuild.
Although it's a free hit, you have been talking a lot, so you got to do some apologising.
I'm about, mate. I'm about. The whole of Sunday, I'm around.
Cool. Say no more.
I'm around. Find me.
Yeah, don't go out the argument with free hit stuff. I don't want to hear any of that, bro.
It's
so
no,
if you lose to Spurs on Sunday, it will be relentless. I'm coming for all you. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, mail, fucking letters, the whole shebang. I'm coming the whole thing.
Letters, yeah.
Is it American mail? What is it to get letters?
American
mail.
97086.
Peter Pan. DHL, the whole shit. Amazon, I'm coming.
That's gonna be on Twitch with 2 people watching.
Let's go.
DHL.
All right, big up, Deji. Thank you again for coming on, brother. Tell Tony we said what's up.
Just my final words is, TJ knows. For me, this season, I just want to see progress. I've said this. Even if we finish 10th. In the league, I want to just see, okay, Ange, what is your building blocks for the club? And so far we have seen it. And so now look at the other leagues. Right now, Chelsea's in the mud. It's about to, even then, things can change. It's a long season. I'm like, okay, maybe realistically, maybe 5th or 6th in the Europa League spot looks good. Coming into Arsenal, like Stel says, right now, I said that's why I said the pressure is on you guys to win this more than us, because you guys, right? Your aspiration should be City, right? Your aspiration is, because of last season, you guys, it's winning the title or Champions League, or bust. And for us, it is, for me, progress. So if we lose like 3-2, even if it's like 3-1, but I see, okay. Man, and like he said in his press conference today, we are going to go in attack. Okay, I've seen that we are an attacking football club. We're not going to sit back. This is now, okay, we can build on that. January transfer window comes, summer transfer window comes, right? If Levy can get the players to fit the system, that's what I want to see, because, if we pull up a win, we go next week to Liverpool. And Liverpool, they can pump us. So it's really, it's really a testing period to see, okay, where is Spurs at? Really, that's what I want to see. Where are we at? Because I can guarantee you, if we win Sunday, there are some people like, we can win the league. That's by stats-wise, but seriously, no one thinks, well, for me, we're not winning the league. It's impossible. We just lost. First of all, we lost Perisic, but even then, we don't have a team that's built anywhere close to that. So it's just being very reasonable and seeing that, okay, that I want to see progress. And so I have it as a draw. I think the game is going to be open. I really think this is going to be a fun, interesting game. I see it as 3-3. I really see it's going to be as interesting. I just think for you guys, 3-3 is not good because the very fact of City, you guys that's your goal to stick with City.
All right. Big up Mari. Mari, shout yourself out. Shamelessly plug our Thursday show, please.
North London is ours every Thursday. It's just wild. Last night was wild. We had a threat. Stephen when he left. After he left.
Mari, I've got to rewatch last night's show because I've heard some mad stuff and I need to go back and watch.
Man. And Connor, the thing is, last minute I was like, oh man, let me get Connor. You would have Connor.
Yeah.
You would have
I was going to join, but I thought I've had a really long night. But next week, if it's on, I'll head on because obviously it's after
Sunday, win, lose, or draw, we'll do a special episode of North London's Hours. Win, lose, or draw, we will be there. We'll analyze, and then people will whoever wins, they will be ranting and bantering the ones who lost on Sunday. So yeah.
Yep. All right, big up Mari. We'll send everybody your way. So I'll be in the chat here in a minute. Big yourself up, my friend. Later, brother.
Take care, Mari, man. See you later.
All right. You guys want to do predictions real quick, and then we will get out of here.
I'm happy to do predictions.
Sure.
Yeah, it's time to do predictions. We got to do it, and plus we got to go over last week, which is it was a very good week for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna hold it.
TJ got a
Oh no, dude! Look at this. All right, here we go. Everybody who is still here, big up everybody. We know there are a ton of people streaming right now. People, this show has been absolutely insane. I think episode 29 was probably one of the best, just in terms of absolute banter. So yeah, Connor is upset. I can see.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I've done predictions because I do predictions with my mates as well, and I've done the predictions like I do my own, like type them up and stuff, and I've done yours before, and I actually got 10 points on my predictions with my mates, and I've done them afterwards because I changed a couple of scores around my head, so I could have actually been even with you, TJ, if I'd done the predictions that I had after. But it is what it is. We take 8 points.
Hey, there you go. All right, so. Big up everybody inside still. We got 15 inside still. Make sure you're smashing the likes up. Thank you, everybody. We know that everybody and their mother was streaming. I think Jez was streaming earlier. Northside, Lee, all you guys. So really, really appreciate you guys being here and continuing to support the American Idiot Show. Let me go ahead and go to these super chats that I didn't quite get to. Carl Rossi, I didn't call this one out. Tottenham equal little brother syndrome. Memes are unbelievably true with those three. I put it on the screen, but I agree. Like Deji is the worst. Deji's the worst defender.
Oh yeah, now they're gone. Now they're gone. By the way, it's going to be a 6-0 Arsenal. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Anthony said Arsenal 3, Spurs 0, easy. Havertz hat trick. I don't know about that, my friend, but I would just take the 3-0. I would take the 3-0
easily, man. Easily.
But yeah, big up everybody that was dropping super chats. Yeah. Danny, Carl Rossi, and Anthony. We really appreciate it, guys. All right, so let's get into it. Last week, I am the champion. You are welcome. Yeah. So just
I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
You're welcome, everybody. You are welcome. Lee Gunner getting second place. Congrats to Lee Gunner. Sometimes Lee, your ball knowledge is not as good as this guy right here. I know this he's going to definitely watch this back. Just kidding. Big up Lee every time. Then we got in third place, Connor. In fourth place, Dal and Jaminho.
You blew it!
Sorry.
Sorry. There was nothing snaky about that. That was just brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal showing from Jaminho. But let's get into this week, guys, real quick, and then we are going to get out of here. Because let's be honest, all three of us are going to be streaming all weekend, and it is going to be all right, let's go ahead and get into it first. Coming into it first, Deji had to leave, so we'll go ahead and get him out of here. Connor, hit us with Manchester City Forest.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna go for a 5-0.
Oof.
I just think that they'll at home. I reckon they'll smash them. And I think that'll be their first proper smashing of this season. Sorry, yay. Sorry.
Down.
Sorry, Yeti, 3-0 City. I just, the defense just. there's no way.
Actually, do you know what?
I don't think they're going to get a goal.
Awani might get a goal, and actually I'll reduce it. I'll go 4-1.
4-1. You think they're going to win? You think they're going to win? You think they're going to get a goal? I think that's the equivalent.
Awani. I'll give Awani a shot on goal. Why not?
Yeah. I agree, Rams. I agree. It's going to be peak
I'll
fun.
captain him, so fingers crossed he does.
Yeah. I'm going 5-1 City. I think it's going to be a massacre. I really do. Yeah. Big up Yeti. Sorry, Yeti. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, Yay.
Big up Yeti. Fulham visits Crystal Palace.
It's kind of got nil written all over it. I'm gonna go.
Sorry, 1 second. Let's throw a column in there for Danny.
Danny?
Yep. Go ahead, Connor. Sorry about that, bud.
You know what, man. It's a bit of like a mid-off in it, this one. Crystal Palace, yeah, they can get the odd goal. And Fulham, I'm going to go for a 1-0 with that one.
Danny, you're saying a draw?
Damn. Fair play.
Was he saying 11-0?
Was he saying 11-0?
11-0. Oh,
11-0.
No. Yeah, elaborate, Danny.
He was saying 11-0,
man. Wait, what are you saying?
I'll go for... It's difficult, man. Actually, do you know what? Go for a 1-0. 1-0.
Yep. I'll see you later, Q. Thanks for coming by.
Cheers, Q.
Appreciate it.
Like the profile picture, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a Wrexham fan, everybody. Big up, Cubed.
Big up.
Dow.
Palace, Fulham. Gosh, yeah, that's got I'm gonna go 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. I'm going 1-0 Palace. I'm going 1-0 Palace. Yeah, Danny, put your predictions in. We'll do it. And everybody else, I'm having trouble keeping up, so just put it in the comments after we end the video. Wolves visiting Luton Town.
Again, just another mid-off in it. Do you know what? Because Wolves just can't seem to shoot and score. This could be a game Luton could actually maybe pick up a point. And it's at home. Do you know what? Screw it. 2-1 Luton.
2-1 Luton. We got our first Luton Town prediction.
Luton. Come on, they need to win at some point. And I think Wolves the other day against Liverpool just couldn't seem to score. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Luton.
No, I'm with you. I hear you. Dow.
Jaminho's trying to catch up in the chat. Luton, I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves. They've just, man for man, they're just a better team, just names alone. But, I mean, Connor's got a point. Luton could put up a fight, but I'm going to go Wolves.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up here a little bit. And then, yeah, he's saying...
Right.
What? All right, Jaminho, you gotta go back and watch my incredible clip dropping skills about 5 minutes ago. Luton are bad. 2-1. They're bad. They're not good. They're not
Cheers,
good.
Danny.
Cheers, Danny. Big up. Thank you again, brother. We'll see you later.
Thanks.
Okay. Brentford, Everton. Everton visiting Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford have got this in the bag, man. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Brentford win.
Ow.
I'm going to go 3-1 Brentford.
I am going... I'm copying Jaminho, even though he got last. I'm going to go 1-0 Brentford. Man United visiting Burnley. This is actually more interesting than it should be, I think. Connor, what do you think?
Burnley is just terrible.
Burnley are
and as much as Man United have been terrible, they did put up a decent performance last night against Bayern Munich, the other night against Bayern Munich. So I don't think, as bad as Man United are, there's no way they can be that bad against Burnley. I hope not anyway. Well, we'll see. But I'm gonna go for a 3-0 United because I'm sorry. Burnley are trash, like really bad. Actually, do you know what? No, 3-1. Give Burnley a goal. Why not? Because the United defense is poor. It is poor. So
That is true. Dow?
This is the game I think United do come back in the league a bit, even though they're so far down and are pretty miserable. I'm going to go 2-0 United. I don't see Burnley really scoring.
it's a shame because of company. I thought he could have done all right in the league, but obviously,
Yeah, I think he would. I think if he was at Everton, I think he may be able to get a tune out of some of those players because I don't think Everton are as bad as Burnley. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Everton might not be a bad shout for Vincent Company, but it's argument for another day.
100%. Yeah, I put 2-0 United. I don't think Burnley score, and I think United finally. I mean, even though they lost that game at Bayern, I don't think you lose. I don't think you lose confidence after a game like that, especially the way they ended it. Like they were fighting. They at least started fighting at the end, right?
Yeah.
But Casemiro is wearing a Man United sized backpack right now, so hopefully he can start getting some help. Seriously, man, he's carrying them. He made sure that they didn't get embarrassed.
Yeah, man.
Aston Villa visiting the Bridge.
Chelsea. I don't know, man. Aston Villa. To be fair, they lost the other day in the Conference League, so they're not on a good run of form either. But Chelsea have been so bad, but it is at home. I'm going to go for a very. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw because they can't defend, but they can attack. So 2-2 for me.
Dow.
I'm going to go 3-2 Villa. I think Connor's right. It's going to be 2-2 till the end, and Villa just have that fight.
This is tough. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna regret saying this. 2-1 Chelsea. I think Chelsea will come back. I think they have to kick on at some point, and they're getting desperate. They're getting desperate. But if Chelsea lose, then I'm gonna
be more than happy.
You win. It's a win-win for me. Chelsea lose, I get to laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. We're neutral.
Yeah, it's cool. It's totally fine. Arsenal Tottenham.
The big one. Do you want to be cocky?
Talk about it, Connor. Talk about it. Summarize what you had said earlier.
Yeah, listen. Right. If we have David Raya in goal, I think we've got a very strong chance of keeping another clean sheet. I'm going to keep it real. And I think if we do exactly what we done the other day, because to be fair, Havertz was in the team in that performance. Although he didn't do much, he was still in the team. So we can still do that performance again, even if Kai Havertz is in the team. So I think we can do it again. Not 4, but I'm going to go for 2-0. And I think if Raya's in goal, he'll hold another clean sheet because he can save, man. And if Tottenham don't offer much up front, I think he's got another easy day ahead of him. I'm going to go 2-0. Please, Arsenal. Otherwise, I'm getting bantered for a week. So, yeah, 2-0.
So you're saying Raya's kind of maybe a catalyst that's going to get us to victory?
100%. And he's played them before. He knows what it means. You know, Tottenham are losing out up front. They are in terms of goals. So, in terms of what's the word? They don't have an out-and-out striker. Like we don't, but we can have the odd chance from Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard. So 2-0 for me. 2-0.
True. I'm going to go 3-1 TJ. I've been thinking 3-1 the last few days. And just to kind of summarize, what we talked about for the last hour, Deji's got a point. He wants to see fight, but the thing is that if we can get Buscema and Madison off the ball, they have no attack. And I think they're going to find it a lot more difficult to go up against Rice, who's going to be absolutely up for this game. 100%, right? This is the game Rice wants. This is why he joined Arsenal, was for European nights like PSV. And it's PSV, I don't want to get into that, right? And for games like this is what we brought Declan Rice in to do, is to win games like this. And I think Deji is going to be quite surprised how he absolutely is going to man-mark Madison out of the game. And I think with that, Buscema is going to have problems because they're going to need him deeper to actually do some defending in front of their back four when Odegaard and Jesus and Saka are going to have
later, buddy.
Day. So it's going to be hard, but my thing is that in the end, we are the better squad, and we're going to pull it out. It could be 3-1, it could be 3-2. I think they will score because I think we're still vulnerable. I doubt they'll get 2 goals, but I don't know, guys. It's going to be tough. It's going to be one of the hardest derbies we've had in a while since Kane nailed that shot from with 23 yards that time and looped it in. I just think that without Kane, they're missing something. They're missing that something. And that Son is good, but he's not great. But he'll be up for it too. But I just think our defense is just much better. Like we're so keyed in right now with Gabriel and Saliba and the confidence we got from PSV. I'm thinking 3-1's a fair result, bro.
Okay. I'm going 3-2 just because I think it's going to be sticky, and I just have a feeling that it's going to be one of those games where I'm going to be changing shirts like 2 or 3 times.
My voice is going to be gone. I'm at the pub this weekend for it with my mates, and my voice is going to be gone.
Dude, I'm doing a watch along on Tottenham away, so pray for me.
The game's at 6 a.m. here on the West Coast.
6 a.m.
Yeah, I'm in Omaha. I'm in Omaha doing a wedding tomorrow night, so I got to drive back, and I'm going to sleep for like 4 hours and then get up for this game.
I might just go to bed real late.
I know your guys is paying to watch that Barcelona game with TJ, and that was a struggle. So I get your pain.
Yeah, welcome to it. Welcome to it. Okay. Let's keep moving on, people. West Ham visiting Liverpool.
This will be a very good game. Also, can I quickly point out, the fact is at 2 o'clock, shame on you for the Premier League. It should be 4:30, not Sheffield United versus Newcastle. I'm sorry. Tottenham should be 4:30. Anyway, Liverpool versus West Ham. 2 good sides on form at the moment. 2 sides both performing, especially in recent games. So it's at home, it's at Anfield. Thing with Liverpool is they've got, I think Van Dijk's back after that ban.
They're all back.
So yeah, and Kanate's back. So yeah, there are something to go off. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool.
Actually, no, sorry, 3-0. Sorry, 3-0.
3-0. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see them getting a goal.
Wow.
I was going to say 3-1. Jared Bowen bags one for West Ham. Liverpool are absolutely on form, and yeah, I'm dreading when we got to go to Anfield because it's not going to be the same Anfield that it was last season.
Agreed. 3-0 Liverpool.
No, we're 3-1 Liverpool, not West Ham, TJ.
Oh, sorry.
No. I think West Ham will get a goal. Jared Bowen's in form.
I think you said they were going to get a goal, and then my hands are listening.
Yeah.
Bournemouth visiting Brighton.
Ugh. Dross.
Brighton are probably going to dominate them, aren't they? So I'm going to go for. Good ball, I can't really get goals. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Brighton as well.
2-0. 2-0 Brighton.
I think it's going to be 4-0 Brighton. I think that Brighton are not going to be happy with the way they performed in their first Europa League match. They are going to come out storming, and it's at home. De Zerbi is going to be pissed, I think. So yeah, I'm going 4-0.
I think Brighton, aren't they in 5th place right now, or 5th or 6th?
Yeah, but they're a yo-yo team. Like
they lost the other day.
He's going to want them competing. That's the thing about Brighton. I think you're right, TJ. Is that if De Zerbi can get them like to 5th right now, I think they're at 5th or 6th. He's going to want to keep them in that realm, of the table. So
no, I feel you.
It's Brighton are tricky, but they're much better than Bournemouth.
No, I feel you. I hear that. Okay, last and kind of least, because this game's kind of brutal. Newcastle visiting Sheffield United.
Slap them. Absolutely slap them. I'm going to go for. Actually, I'll be humble. 2-0 Newcastle.
2-0 Newcastle. Yeah, no, and I didn't call this out. Juminho is predicting a Bournemouth upset. I think that is ridiculous, and that might, honestly, Juminho, that might get you this again.
Jamino.
you're gonna get the treatment again. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. Jamino saying 4-1 Newcastle. What are you saying, Dal?
I'm saying 1-1. I'm not really impressed with Newcastle right now. I think they'll get better towards the end of the season. Sheffield can sneak one in. I'm not sold on Newcastle right now. I'm just not.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, and then I'm gonna go 2-0 Newcastle. I'm cheating off of Connor.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm cheating off of Connor. All right, so if you did not get your predictions in, make sure that you put them in the comments after the video if you would like them on the infamous Excel spreadsheet, people. All right, we are going to start taking us out of here. Again, everybody, big up. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Everybody that is still in here, big up. Dal, shout yourself out, man. My co-host with the most.
Let's get it. We're going to get this Derby, bro. We're going to win this thing 3-1. There's no hesitation. We can't stop the fight, TJ. Up the arse. Find me out at Oregon Goon on Twitter, Oregon Goon HD.
Yes. Connor,
Up
shout yourself out.
Great stream, especially when we had the Tottenham lads on. It is always a laugh to have them on.
Dude, that kicked off there for a second. Good Lord.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And yes, listen, it was a laugh to have them on, to be fair. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Looking forward to this weekend. Just want the boys to perform. Simple as that, every one of them. And yeah, you can find me on CMO.editing on Instagram. You all know what I do anyway for TJ and everyone else. You can find me on there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend of football, actually. There's some good games going on. So yeah, looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, man. Me too. It's gonna be awesome. And then you will see all three of us all over YouTube, I'm sure, this weekend, especially on Sunday after the match is over. And during the match. So I'll go ahead and shout out some of the stuff that we're doing. I will be on Tottenham away for the match, doing the watch along with them, doing a special collaboration with them. I'm going to try to get Tony on over there as well, so we can keep Tony and my collaboration going. Well, I still need to talk to him, but he's over there probably dicing up Deji. So go over there and make sure you're supporting Tony. Then what else we got going? And then we'll have the normal match reaction on this show. I'll be on Tottenham away for most of the weekend though. We also got a new partnership, guys. So I was on with Flawless for his Man United Arsenal show. I am going to be the permanent co-host on that show now. So we are now in the Sarcasm City stable. So catch me over there with Flawless on Thursday nights, midnight UK. So all you night owls that like listening to my voice talk shit about Arsenal, go over, subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. They are our new partner. So appreciate Flawless and all the guys over at Sarcasm City TV. Yeah, other than that, I think that was all we had. That was all I had. Make sure you're subbing if you're new. Make sure you are liking the stream, commenting. We respond to every single comment. So make sure that if you want to hear from us, throw a comment on the video, throw a like on there as well. Until next time, come on, you Gunners. We cannot fucking lose.
Not after that. Not after that.
We cannot lose. We cannot lose. Let's go. Come on, you Gunners.